about like the owners, I had a discussion, I had a very good meeting today with the owner, and the number one problem that I figure out that most owners have is this lack of predictability of the revenue during the low season. For most owners, basically, they think they have a revenue problem, and they think that they cannot get the same amount of money every month because the revenue is going down, but it's not true. The real problem is a visibility problem. You are not visible enough on a daily basis for you to be able to generate a constant revenue. So if you look at your property, most of the time, December, January, February, basically the peak season, you are full, and no matter where you are, it's more or less the same. Not only if your property is in the snow or any other way, it's always the same. You have a very peak season during Christmas, then it goes down, then in August, in summertime, it goes up again. And what's the palliative? Usually, you drop the rates, you wait, you make a Facebook ads with a very limited amount, and that's it. And here is the problem, actually. This is where the unpredictability of revenue happens, because you lower your rates. And by lowering your rates, you signal to the platform that every time there is a low season, you are ready to lower the rates to get people to come to your property. And you become predictable. You become predictable for the platform because they know that in your region, when the property go down, you will lower your price. And because you will lower the price, well, you have two options. Either you become interesting for the platform because they will fill you with clients that are not the good quality, but they will take your commission and give you the problem, or they will simply not give you client because they figure out you have very high price during the peak season and very low price during the low season, which means that you don't know what you are doing because you are not able to hold the standard. And here it's a big problem. Every time you drop your rates to fill a low month, you are just basically losing margin. But not only that, you are losing the signal. You are losing the way that signal, not only to your clients, but to the platform, that you want to hold the standard. And that's very important. So there is the fix. And it's not another platform, it's not a new listing or even a better photographer. It's something that's a bit more deep. It's three things. The first one, you have to know your real cost per booking. I know so many owners that have absolutely no clue how much cost a night. Even the cost, water, electric, Wi-Fi, the cost of laundry, the cost of staff, the cost of transfers as well. They just price because the other clients on the other side are actually pricing the same. The client around are pricing the same. And this is where the problem is. If villa owners know exactly the cost, you can price accurately and you know your margin right away. The second point, you have to understand your two weakest points and weakest months of last year. If you know them, of course, this year you will be able to anticipate. You can know exactly which kind of months are the lowest, anticipate this year by pricing accurately. And usually you have to anticipate 90 days in advance. This means that when you see these low months coming to your property, when you see these months coming directly to you, and how to say, anticipate, you fix your price 90 days in advance during this low season, and you will be able to fill your villa before the low season hits. I know it looks very cheesy, but unfortunately, no owners are doing that. Every owner that I know, when they arrive in the low season, they modify the price. But it's usually 90 days to even 180 days, 6 months in advance, that the game is played. Adjust your rates in advance, so like that you will be able to get more clients quicker and increase your pricing when the low season arrives. And the last point is the simplest one. Please Stop to compete on price. You have so many property owners that compete on price. They have beautiful properties, $1 million stuff, and they compete on price. They think that because they don't have clients, they have to lower the price. And that's not only that. So if you want to know how to apply this to your property, if you want some advice, really, you can write me, actually, getalightbooking.com. You have it in my bio somewhere around. And I can actually help you and advise you for free at the beginning to price your property. I actually manage over 70 properties. I've seen so many owners investing a gazillion of money in superb villas. And, well, pictures with cell phone, low pricing, being scared of not having clients. I've seen it all, and I still see. I'm currently in Koh Phangan in Thailand, where I manage most of my villas. And to be sincere, try to respect your property. If you have an Airbnb owner, sorry, but if you rent as well on Facebook, I will take the worst case, Facebook, but or booking.com. It's very important to have a knowledge of your property and to know how to price correctly, price accurately, and as well price in advance. This is super important, guys. So, hi, thank you. I'm French actually, and I'm living in Thailand. I'm living in Thailand for 14 years, where I manage all my properties. Thank you for the questions. So yes, that was my short live for tonight. I always keep it very short, around 5 or 6 minutes, because I believe it's important, but I post every day. Sometimes I do it 2 or 3 times a day when I work. Now it's already 10 o'clock at night, but I try to keep the live every single day. So if you want to have some information, if you want to contact me, yes, I live in Thailand, yes. I live in Koh Phangan and in Phuket. I have 2 places. But if you have some question of your property, please feel free to contact me. I will be more than happy to help. My objective is to help independent owners to rent their property with something else than just WhatsApp or Facebook. Very important. Thank you very much, guys. See you around. Have a good night.